we talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, JoJo's a show that started off pretty cool. It's about this guy named Jonathan and this other guy named Dio. Now, Dio is kind of a jerk. And what he did is he killed Jonathan's dog, and he kissed his girlfriend, and he killed his dad. And I'm like, what the fuck? Man, I hate that guy too if he did all that to me. But anyway, part one is pretty good. It's about like zombies and stuff. And Dio turned into a vampire and stuff. Like, what the fuck? And it was crazy. And then they came out with part two. And that was pretty good too. But then they came out with part three. And that's when it was like, what the fuck? Okay, so in part one and part two, they had this thing called hormone. And basically what hormone is like that life energy sort of thing. So basically, it is really good at killing vampires, and it's basically like just superpower, like light stuff, and it just works. It's just cool. So in part three, they come out with these new thing called stands. Now, what the fuck is a stand? Well, apparently, it's a manifestation of hormone energy, and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, so Dio comes back in part three, okay, because he's a vampire, right? He lived forever, but he got a new stand. It's called the world. And I'm like, what the fuck? How is he supposed to have a stand if he's a vampire? Because aren't vampires supposed to be like allergic to hormone or something? And I'm like, well, maybe since in the beginning of part one, or at the end of part one, since Dio took over Jonathan's body, that's probably Jonathan's stand. Nope, that is Jonathan's stand. Jonathan's got his own stand. And what it basically is just little purple vine shit. And there's this other character named Joseph Joestar, which is character in part two, and he has a stand there too. And guess what that stand is? It's called Hyper Purple. Now what the fuck is that supposed to do? I thought Joseph Joestar would get like a machine gun or something. Nope. What his stand does is he can look into TVs and see other stuff on the other side of the world, and then it breaks. What the fuck? What kind of stand is that? So you're telling me it's like the same kind of stand as Jonathan's stand? But that don't make no sense, because why is it the same stand, but they do the exact same thing? And also, why does Dio have a stand in Jonathan's body, and he can also control Jonathan's stand, but he also has his own stand? It don't make no sense.